Moving on to our favorite segment, brought to you as always by One Legacy Title and Escrow in Jacksonville, Florida. Follow them on Instagram at One Legacy Florida, all one word, and visit them at onelegacyflorida.com, same thing, all one word, to see how they can help you with your next house closing. One Legacy Title and Escrow, because your legacy matters. This week we went with our favorite animated shows of all time.
Heck yeah.
That was the criteria. Right. Who would like to go first?
I'll go. So I'd imagine my list is going to be slightly different from the two of you, just because I am into kind of like mainstream animes, so I did include some animes in here. Honorable mention. I went with a Netflix original. I went with BoJack Horseman. I love BoJack Horseman because I think my years in the correctional officer has just made my humor just so dark, and that is a very dark humor show. So if you ever get a chance, watch BoJack Horseman. BoJack, the lead character, is voiced by Will Arnett. Love Will Arnett. Yeah, great show, hilarious, very dark though, so kind of prepare yourself to go on that ride.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah. Number 5, I went with King of the Hill. Give me King of the Hill in the 5 spot. I don't mind the reboot. The reboot is very good. I think they did it justice, but OG King of the Hill, where the animation was just so grainy. They had no problem worrying about cancel culture because it didn't exist back then, so they leaned very hard into we're just going to shit on liberals. We're going to stereotype our Laotian neighbor. It's very, very funny. King of the Hill is an awesome one. Number 4, I went with Bob's Burgers. I know that H. John Benjamin kind of splits his fandom into two people.
Yes,
I don't particularly know anyone that is a fan of both Bob's Burgers and Archer equally. People typically have a preference, and I think it comes down to what you watch first, right? Because if you watch Archer first, like Stevie, you can't watch Bob's Burgers because all you hear is Archer when Bob talks.
I put on Bob's Burgers as like a background, not pay attention. Like every now and then you go, oh, okay, that was kind of good. But Archer, it's what you're saying. You can't watch Archer first and then go to Bob's Burgers.
No, it's one or the other.
It's impossible.
It's one or the other. And I'm a Bob's
I tolerate
Burger
Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. My wife is a huge Bob's Burgers fan. And that's a really good one. No shade against Archer. It's just, I've watched Bob's Burgers for a lot longer and a lot more consistently. Number 3, give me Family Guy. I went with Family Guy in the 3 spot. That was a tough one because Family Guy I just think has been around for so long and has been so consistent for so long. But yeah, the Family Guy is just a classic. Number 2, give you Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is a show that's just been around forever. If you ask anyone that's an anime fan, they'll tell you that Dragon Ball's up there on the Mount Rushmore of animes. It's so good, and it's just been around for so long. So yeah, I mean, give me Dragon Ball Z. I love it. In all of the different adaptations and spinoffs. Yeah, that's actually so in my road to the show on 26. You can add like a on base celebration, and so I made my character my wife, and so every time she gets on base, that's her celebration. So it doesn't matter if it's a single or a triple. She's on base, just at the dugout. It's so funny. And then number one is I went with South Park. I went with South Park in the 1 spot, and I like South Park there because the way that they go through making the episodes, right? They go through Trey Parker and Matt Stone go through exhaustive efforts to make sure that their show has the most recent and relevant humors and like catchphrases and stuff, because they make each episode in the span of 7 days. So from the time you're watching the new episode air on Comedy Central or whatever, they are already making the next episode. So everything from like episode concept and plot to the animations to the recordings, everything is done within 7 days. And I really think that just the relevancy of that show is so funny. And that's another show that's just been around forever. I love everything about it. South Park is so good. Give me South Park in the one spot. That's my list. Excuse me. I will hang up and listen.
Boy.
All right. I have for mine, I have a number 1 and a large gap and then everyone else. So we're gonna start with everyone else here. I got a couple honorable mentions. I'm gonna go with the Ultimate Spider-Man series from 2012, which Drake Bell is the voice of Spider-Man. That was like right when all the live action like Marvel movies like culminated with the Avengers, and then Ultimate Spider-Man started, and they had like all your like smaller characters like Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Nova, White Tiger, like all with him, and like Nick Fury would come in and like give him missions and all this stuff, and he had like the Iron Spider suit, and it was like almost previewing what was going to happen the next like 10 years. It was kind of cool. It was like getting to know like those characters, and it was a really well done series. And Drake Bell as Peter Parker was fantastic. Moving on. My next honorable mention, Fairly Odd Parents.
Good show.
That was such a classic. As a kid, Fairly Odd Parents was so good.
It really
the
was.
Escalator Land.
Yes.
What might
This
be
is
my
the
favorite.
ride.
When do we get to the ride? This is the ride.
Oh,
Yay.
they had Mayor Adam West at the same time as Family Guy did, didn't they?
I believe so.
I think
And
so.
playing the same character.
That was also
Dimmadome.
yeah, I was about to say that was also Doug Dimmadome, owner and operator of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Yeah, that's a great series, and I'm like excited. I'm excited for my kids to end up getting to that age.
Are they
where
doing?
You can watch those?
Maybe I dreamt this, but are they doing like a live action Fairly Odd Parents? Is that happening?
That sounds like a fever dream.
Maybe I had sounds like a weird
on LSD.
I'm efforting. I'll look this up. I'll get down into the doldrums here. I'll find
out. Moving on, number 5, SpongeBob SquarePants. The amount of stuff that we were able to like pull from SpongeBob is pretty insane. Those like first few seasons, the bubble bowl might be like the greatest episode ever. That's in SpongeBob history. The rock bottom or whatever, where they start talking like that. God, I love those.
Yeah,
that's such a good show. It's another one that I'm excited to rewatch. Number 4, Family Guy. I mean, the amount of clips that you can pull from Family Guy that are just so out of nowhere that we'll just send each other are so good. My next one, the 1999 Pokemon series.
Actually,
that was awesome.
It was. I watched because my oldest son Luca is. I mean, now he's into other stuff, but obviously, he goes through all these different things as he's 3 years old. But for several weeks there, into Pokemon, and so I showed him that, and he had just so many questions. And like, because he would go in the backyard and pretend like rocks were Pokeballs, you just throw them into the yard, and I was like, okay, this is great.
Dangerous.
Yes, but hilarious at the same time because he was so into it. So I showed him that, and he loved it. Like for the first couple episodes, but he still was like not there yet. Watch the they remade that first movie. Remember the original movie?
I don't know why. If you watch the original
animation
movie, it's
or whatever.
so good. Yeah, I don't know why they changed the animation.
But yeah, so watch the end of that, and I was like, oh, this is sweet. This is good.
The 99 series culminating in that 2000 movie with Mewtwo is so good.
Oh man, the Mewtwo movie was insane.
Yeah, and that all the entire journey of the 99 series goes to that movie. So, that was awesome. I love that they brought that back to Netflix in 2015 or 2016 or something. I remember being in college, be like, wait, hold on, this thing's on Netflix. I ripped through it. It was awesome. Moving on, my number 2. We talked about this one a little bit before. Archer. Again, you can't be. It's hard. You have a preference of Archer or Bob's Burgers, the first like 5 seasons of Archer are so good. The
Yeah.
jokes are really smart. That is a well written and smart show that gets a little raunchy. I think that's what turns people off of it a little bit, but that show is awesome. The Danger Zone jokes. I mean, you got me the Archer
The Danger
Top
Zone
Gun
IPA.
Danger Zone IPA a couple years ago.
Yeah, we still see it around. We still see
Just
it around.
screamy Lana like every time I saw that in my fridge.
So help me
Danger
God,
Zone.
Lana, I will hire Kenny Loggins to play an acoustic set right here.
That's such I love that. And just like H. John Benjamin, I you know what I like about that is that like in
He's got
Bob's
a
Burgers,
band.
he kind of looks like Bob. Like H. John Benjamin
Mhm.
like kind of fits that. But in
Yes.
Archer, it's so different. And the
Oh,
voice it just makes it so damn funny. So Archer and the two, and then there's my large gap, and number 1 is The Simpsons. It's not even close.
Yeah, I had a feeling that would be your number
Seasons 3 through 12, 3 through 13 are so unbelievable. Like, just go rewatch those episodes. I'm literally just like every night I'll just watch one of those before bed.
one. And
It's so good.
everyone is aware of just the heat coming out of the Simpsons camp. I put the Talkin' Softball song on our Going to Pittsburgh playlist, and my buddy's wife heard it and she was like, "This isn't talking baseball." And after like the first verse, she went, "Is this talking softball from The Simpsons?" And I went, "Absolutely." She goes, "Where Lisa makes Daryl Strawberry cry?" And I said, "Yup, that's the exact one." He's a professional athlete. He can take it.
Rolls right off of him. You're Daryl Strawberry.
Yeah,
You play right
heat,
field. Yeah.
Heat out of
I
the
play
Simpsons
right
camp
field.
is unprecedented.
Are you better than me? Well, I've never met you, but yeah. Wait, was it Don Mattingly? I told you to get rid of those sideburns. You're off the team.
Still
be
been
playing for Steinbrenner.
Yes, I
Jose
actually
Canseco
just
is in that episode.
who?
Jose Canseco.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just rewatched that episode over the weekend
That's
just
so
because. Yeah,
You know what episode 2 that you need to rewatch because it's hockey season is Lisa on Ice.
just hack
Yeah.
the
That's a yeah. He lost. Ralph Wiggum lost his shin guard. Hack the bone. Hack the bone. Well, I am the tiger, mouth of a teamster. And to think all the time I wasted on you.
Yes,
So good. Yeah, good list.
that is a
Steven.
great episode. I like it. All right, so I do have a couple honorable mentions, just like you guys.
We had one.
Boy, I had two.
Oh.
I
okay,
had 2.
So you're going to have 3?
I should
Maybe
have,
4.
just
It's
for
not
that.
5.
I was gonna do a top 10.
He's
Fuck
going to
you
make
guys.
an entire roster.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nick's regressing. Nick's
Yep.
regressing.
Let me go back and no. BoJack Horseman, one of my honorable mentions. Great
Whoa!
show. Great show. Will Arnett is fantastic.
Aren't you the horse from horsing around?
Great show. BoJack is. And my other honorable mention is Scooby Doo and all the different iterations. Scooby Doo's a great show. I liked that when I was younger. Watching it older, still great. Right, all of that. Not sure I care that much for the movies, but the show is
Movies
awesome
weren't bad. Movies weren't bad. But they got nothing on the cartoon. You're right.
because it's all different. Like again, way different iterations. They change it up all the time. The
Mhm.
one constant is Casey Kasem as the voice of Shaggy. The original voice of Shaggy is Casey Kasem.
Casey
I did not
Kasem.
know that.
Yes, and
Wow. All
and
of a sudden
voiced
I'm remembering
him.
Sunday drives to church.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I'm
exactly
Casey
what I was going to
Kasem.
say. Yep, the
Yes.
Sunday, the top 100 or whatever it is.
Top 40 was it?
Top 40.
Sounds like
Right.
you're going through a rough time, writer. I hope things get better for you. I'm Casey Kasem.
Yes, that's pretty good. That's
Thank
not
you.
bad. Not bad. Not great. I don't want you to get a bigger head than you already have, but not bad. But yes, Casey Kasem, voice of Shaggy. I think there was a section there where Matthew Lillard voiced Shaggy because Matthew Lillard played him in that like live adaptation movie that they did. But I mean, for like almost 50 years, or over 40 years. It was Casey Kasem. So Scooby Doo, awesome. Number 5 is Archer. Like you said, boy, it's a very smartly written show. The first several seasons, even the end of it, still smartly written. But
the what's her name from Arrested Development?
oh, rest in peace, Julie Walters.
Yes, she's so good.
Yes, she is.
She makes that show so funny. So yeah, she plays like her. I love that they made it look exactly like her, and she basically like plays her like almost the exact same role as Arrested Development. It's so good.
Well, I mean, another thing too, I always found it fun, like Christian Slater on there.
Yes,
hilarious. Right, there are several people that like they voiced the character on the show, and the character looked like them, which I thought was hilarious as well.
Yeah.
Number 4, surprise, doesn't make anyone's list, but Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold.
I looked at it.
Incredible show.
I knew that was your show.
Oh, that show is so good. It is so good. Love Hey Arnold. Phenomenal. Number 3 is SpongeBob.
Yeah.
The only one that could usurp Hey Arnold as the top Nickelodeon kids show is SpongeBob. SpongeBob transcends so many things. You like you said, boy, you could watch SpongeBob as an adult and still laugh your ass off at some of the things that are happening there. That's an incredibly rare thing to be able to do. Because even Hey Arnold, right? Hey Arnold's great because of like the storylines and all the different things and like the lessons and things like that. Those are great, right? And it's enjoyable. But you know, it'll look different to you as an adult. But watching SpongeBob, you're almost like immediately transformed back into your younger state. And it doesn't matter what lens you view the show from. Some of the things that they do on that show, most of them are just objectively funny.
Yes.
Right. And that's incredible. Right. The voice of Patrick Star. Do you know who he is, Kamlo?
Yes, he's I know who he is.
Yeah, that's Marshall's dad from How I Met Your Mother.
Yes, it
is.
Erickson! Just want to bring that up.
Kept screaming, Cox, Cox, Cox.
Number 2 for me is The Simpsons. Right, like the boy said, there's a lot of seasons there earlier on. You know, yes, there's a lot of seasons in general, but you could really throw away almost like 20 of them, which is insane that they were able to create 20 seasons you could just throw away. That in and of itself deserves recognition that they were able to produce that. But there's a section there that like is so unbelievably well done.
Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8 are like every single episode is so
banger.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which for many shows, live action or animated, that's kind of like that sweet spot where you figure things out.
Yeah.
Right there. So, but The Simpsons, man, in a lot of ways is up there on the, best shows ever, regardless of animation, because of the longevity and all the things that it's done. Right. It's pretty incredible what they've accomplished there. But yeah, so those earlier to mid-level seasons, phenomenal. And number 1 for me is Family Guy. And I'll tell you why. Because for them to be able to essentially copy The Simpsons, but to stay relevant for as long as they have and to do the things that they've done in that show and to keep doing them, that to me is insane. Yeah. Because The Simpsons, right, they're the copy. Like they're not the OG.
I mean, literally. I mean, he says it joking. Like we took a lot. We say we didn't take from The Simpsons, but we took a lot from The Simpsons.
Yeah, when he's like, laying in bed wasted, like it's there. Yes, it's different. Obviously, in a lot of ways, right? You got talking fucking dog and the cutaways and all these things. But in a lot of other ways, it's very similar. Like the lower middle class family living in the house, going through shenanigans. Like that's very, very similar.
I mean, The Simpsons are the Beatles.
Too.
The Simpsons are the Beatles, and they've inspired every adult animation show that has come after it. I mean, on some level, The Simpsons has influence. They're the Sopranos, right? If The Simpsons don't exist and do it, no one's going to be able to do it.
Correct. I mean, there's literally an episode of South Park where it's called "The Simpsons Did It,"
Yes,
and that's one of the
Simpsons did
earlier
it.
seasons of South Park. I think
Mm-hmm.
maybe the first 5 seasons of South Park or whatever. And they're literally going through a list of things that, like, I think Butters is trying to do something. He goes, who is it? Scott Malkinson's realized, like, The Simpsons did it. The Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. Simpsons did it.
Episode whatever, like season 5, episode 3, Simpsons did it.
Mm-hmm. I'm Scott Malkinson. I have diabetes.
But yeah, like at least for me, for Family Guy to be able to do what they've done, in like make you laugh so hard, so not just be a good show, but to, you know, cross certain lines and get there, like almost like mix yourself with South Park and The Simpsons and be successful for as long as they've been canceled, I think twice, and come back from it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It is that, to me, that's what puts it over the edge. That's an incredible achievement to be able to do that. Like that
Yes,
almost, you know, no one survives that. No one's able to do those things and still make it relevant. And so that's why I have Family Guy as my number one.
Boppity-boopity.
Mm-hmm.
Boppity-boop.
Peter, just
Good
because you have
one.
a mustache doesn't mean you can speak Italian. Che cosa?
Screw you, McBurger Town.
Tu sei impazzo.
Oh
Yes.
my god! Yeah.
Anything else
Nick.
before we
I
move
just
on?
watched the porthole. Shut up, porthole. That was on. That was
That's a
on
good
before
one. Call
before
your
we
wife
started.
Porthole. It's a good one.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I said
Trigger!
pirate again, but I said
Trigger!
pirate.
I didn't catch that one. I said shoot it again, but I said it pirate like.